Okay. Mic check. So, how you guys doing today?
Pretty good, man. Just hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by again. It's your second interview.
Yeah, we got Jacob now.
Jacob's
So
your training partner you said?
Yeah, kind of training partner, kind of friend,
Very
that type of
nice.
thing.
Cool. So, the first time you were here, it was your debut,
Yeah.
correct?
And now I'm
Uh,
doing my second fight in 3 weeks now.
all right. How was your debut? How did you feel? How was that for you? The whole experience.
I mean, it was scary, but it was fun. So I'm gonna try it again.
Okay.
Hopefully, win this time.
Yeah, that was a pretty close
Yeah, it was a close fight.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I met you. Briefly.
yeah,
That's
in the
when
crowd or
I first
something.
saw you. Yeah. Um. So what got you into MMA, Jacob?
Well, I actually mostly just do jujitsu, but
Oh, okay.
I got into it because our friend Jorge. I was like, I used to, I have watched UFC for like a long time, and
Mhm.
my friend Jorge would always try and get me to go and stuff, but I was like, I used to skate all the time, so I didn't want, I was like always skating, or like I didn't really have time or feel like doing it. But then once I went one time I kind of got hooked, and then I just kept going. Yeah,
Okay. So how long have you been doing BJJ?
I think a year and a half, or maybe more than a year and a half, but at least a year and a half, maybe like a year and
Well, you've been injured a
7
lot
months.
too.
But yeah, I've been injured a bit too. So.
Injured by competing or like practicing or just outside of the sport?
Yeah, I've got injured twice, just in practice. But yeah, I got injured once, rolling with one of our coaches, Paulo. I don't remember exactly what happened, but like, I think I was trying to armbar him, and he like shook me off, and I just landed funny on my collarbone and just broke my collarbone.
Oh, damn.
And then and then like a few months ago, I was just wrestling and just uh, messed my shoulder up a bit, so had to take some time off. But I'm back now. It kind
Okay.
of hurts sometimes, but I'm just fighting through the pain.
Do me a favor. Could you remove that water? Because it's like in front of your. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. And plus, we don't get sponsored by them. So just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. I mean, when you get those injuries, it's hard to recover, right? It's always sore and it's not the same anymore. How has that been
Yeah.
going for you?
Yeah, it sucks. I do like I have to do like every other day I do like physical therapy for my shoulder. I don't really notice it while I'm like actually training or anything like that. Like it doesn't really like affect me negatively, but it definitely like will be sore after a hard training session or something like that. So yeah.
Have you done any sort of therapy to try to get that fixed or?
No, I went to the went to the doctor and stuff, but yeah, I don't need like surgery or anything like that, but
Uh,
I just do like with like have you seen like PT like rubber bands
okay.
and
Yeah.
like a little weight just strengthening my shoulder and
Got
stuff
it.
to make sure it's stable.
Okay. Have you competed at all, or you? I mean,
Yeah,
due to your injuries, I don't know if you have had time
yeah.
to
No, I've
compete.
competed. I think maybe 6 times or something like that. Probably.
Oh, cool. And what belt are you?
I'm a blue belt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How has it been as far as like transitioning from one belt to another?
Yeah, he's better than
Um.
me, so
He's
I
better than you said.
yeah, he's better than me than
Oh,
um.
jiu-jitsu.
got
Going
it.
from white belt to blue belt is like it's a big accomplishment
Uh huh.
in jujitsu, so it feels good. But with competition, like um, it it's definitely a big difference going
Mm-hmm.
from white belt division to the blue belt division,
Really?
especially because a lot of tournaments, especially for nogi, they have like the beginner division, which is white belt, and then the intermediate, which is blue and purple belt, and then advanced, which is brown and black belt. So once you go to white belt to blue belt, now you have to go against also purple belts.
Mm-hmm.
So
A white belt just feels like a street fight when you're
Really?
yeah,
competing with them. Yeah, it's just basically a street fight.
yeah.
Got
Wh-
it.
White belt division is a lot like it's a whole different ball game. Like because in the white belt division, most of the people, some of them are like all right, but most of the people
It's
are
trash.
pretty like brand new, don't know really what's going on.
Mm.
But once you get to the blue belt division, everyone, they have a game that they're playing, they have a specific style, they know like uh they know what they're doing at to an extent, so
Mm.
it gets a lot
Sounds like chess.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
kind of move your own like place or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
How did you guys meet? Did you guys go to school together or just from training?
I don't even. We met. Yeah, we met in school like a
Yeah.
while ago. But we like, well, not just got close, but we got close because jiu-jitsu.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's
We met when I was a freshman in high school and he was a junior actually.
Oh, okay.
He gave me
Uh,
a tattoo.
Yeah, that's how we
Yeah.
met.
Wait, what?
Because so like in high school I was like kind of into like doing like stick and poke tattoos. And I think I was just in the lunch line or something like that, and I have just like a little stick and poke tattoo on my arm. And I think he saw that and he's like, "Whoa, how'd you do that?" Or like I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened, but
Yeah, 1-on-1.
he asked me to do one on him, so then like that's kind of how we became
Was that your first
friends.
tat from him?
Yeah, I've got like I think 3 tattoos from him. Well, I've only got one
Which
of them
ones?
covered up. Another one on my leg, and I got one on my chest, but I got that covered up.
Oh, okay.
So it was trash. It was
It
like
was, it was that bad?
Yeah.
yeah, well, because
It is
it
bad.
wasn't even that bad. It was pretty. The worst part was like it was like he had to halfway, like it was only halfway done, and he had to leave somewhere. And I was like, "Fuck, I only got a half finished tattoo."
Oh,
So I went
damn.
home and tried to finish it in the mirror myself.
No way.
So yeah, just it looked terrible.
Did you
Yeah.
take a picture of that? You should have.
I might have a
It's
picture.
probably somewhere.
I probably have a picture somewhere.
That's
I was
funny.
very hit and miss with the tattoos. Like
yeah.
I would do some that were like, I mean, obviously they're all like with a sewing needle or like eventually I bought tattoo needles and
Mhm.
like tattooing, but most of them like some of them would come out like good and some of them would just come out real shit. So it was like it would just depend. Like
It was like a 70-30. 70% of the time it would come out horrible, but
30%.
Yeah,
I would just
30% was
fucking
on
get it
point.
perfect
Yeah.
and it would just look good.
That's
yeah.
funny. What got you into tatting people?
Um,
I mean, are you good at drawing or?
no, I'm fucking horrible at art, so that doesn't help. But I just like I was always fascinated with tattoos when I was like a kid for some reason. Like I really like always wanted tattoos, and when I was in I was like literally in 5th grade, and I somehow stumbled across like a YouTube video that showed like someone like doing a stick and poke tattoo with a sewing needle and like pen ink or something like that. And I was like, dang, I didn't know you could just do that. I thought you had to like, get a whole machine and all this
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I was literally in 5th grade and I started like tattooing myself with just a sewing needle in 5th grade, and like even like other kids, which it's pretty crazy. Like in 5th
That's
grade,
5th grade,
at
dude?
lunch I would tattoo myself, and then some other people I would like. They never stayed. Those ones never stayed. Like I don't have any of those ones, but yeah, because I would also just do like dots back then because I didn't want my parents to see or anything like that. But then probably in 8th grade I did like some more like legit ones that like I can't really show it right now because of what I'm wearing, but I have like one that says skate right here, and that one's like stayed strong for a long time, and I did it in
Really?
8th grade. So yeah,
I want to see that once we're done.
yeah.
Yeah. So did you ever get paid for tatting people or
Fuck
no?
Probably not.
No?
Maybe
No.
I might have tried
No
one
way.
time or once or twice. But yeah. I fucking did some.
He should have paid them for tattooing.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did some like. Yeah, no, I never got paid.
Okay,
Luckily,
okay.
I would feel bad. I still feel bad about some of the ones I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did one.
He's one of them or was all right? Was he part
I
of
mean,
the
he's fine
70
now. He
or
got
part
it.
of the 30?
That was part of the 70. for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. So how is it training? I think we spoke about that before we started recording. You're doing cross training now.
Yeah. With
How is that?
It's fun, especially I'm training with the guy who beat me, so it's like they have like it's more of like an MMA gym over there, where Northbay is like a jiu-jitsu gym. So it's nice to have like the coaching from like a pro. The coach is like a pro MMA fighter.
Okay.
So it's fun so it's nice to have like he knows everything. Like he knows a lot more than what the people at North Bay know, just because like they're a jiu-jitsu gym.
Yeah, yeah. How is that transition going from one gym to another? Is that two memberships you got to pay, or are they trying to help you out to make you a more well-rounded fighter? How does that work?
Yeah, there's I mean it's pretty easy. Like they're trying more to just make me more well-rounded fighter. I think.
Okay.
Me and him don't. He pays for the other gym, but me and him at North Bay,
Wait, we teach the kids.
we help teach the kids class. So then we
So
get,
that's our.
Oh, that's
That's
dope.
our,
So it's like an
situation.
even trade.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
trade.
Okay,
basically.
cool.
I don't know if I'll call it even though. Those kids, some of them are a pain in the ass, but
Hey, working
Nah.
with kids, hats off to you guys. It's challenging.
Yeah,
You need a
definitely.
lot of patience.
I like the
'Cause they're-
little
It's
kids.
cool,
Little
though.
kids are easy. It's just
I
like
like-
the preteens.
Yeah,
Even though we were just there not too long ago,
yeah.
they're still like, oh my god, I can't believe.
I can't blame him though, because I was a little rascal
Yeah,
when I
me
was a
too.
kid.
Yeah.
So, but it's cool though, teaching kids. It's like can be rewarding for sure.
Yeah. So, do you guys train classes together, or do you guys have your set classes? Like probably, for example, you do mornings and you do evenings, or are you guys both teaching the same class?
We usually do the same classes.
Yeah. Recently, we've been kind of doing different because he's in his like fight camp right now.
Yeah,
So he's been going to the other MMA gym on some of the days that I'm teaching, and then it's been switched around a little bit.
Oh,
But
okay.
but yeah, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays will like help out. So
Okay. Sorry, I was. All right, that's fine. Sorry about that. He was fixing the camera so I could be in frame. So how is your training camp going?
it feels good. I feel good. I'm going against another southpaw boxer, so but it feels good. I have a lot. I'm training with a lot more like other fighters, so
Mhm.
I feel good. I feel like I should get this win, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get knocked out or something, but only time will tell.
Yeah,
But
don't. Yeah, I don't think you will. You're
yeah,
yeah, your fight was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
How is the this second fight different from the first fight now that you have more knowledge and experience on inside the octagon?
I think I kind of realized like it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's not as like serious as it seems. Like more to it's like especially like I'm an amateur. Like I kind of just like of course I want to make it to UFC and do all that, but I have to have fun with it too a little bit
Yeah, of course.
because I think yeah. So I'm less nervous this time. I'm like more just having fun and just get going there. Like I kind of just like I'm not too worried about like winning or losing anymore. I'm just like whatever happens, happens. It's a fight.
Yeah.
Like I like fighting. So I'm gonna go in there and fight. If I get knocked out or whatever, like it is what it is. So
Yeah.
I'm just going in there to fight and do what I like to do.
Yeah, and I think that'll last longer because you're having fun with it rather than
Yeah.
taking it as a more serious
Yeah,
approach
exactly.
or whatever. Yeah.
Like of course I'm taking this like I'm acting like I'm gonna fight like some like a world champion, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like I'm not like I don't know how to explain it.
But you're having fun with it in the process.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So your first fight, was it what you were expecting when you got in there? Like your distance, your time frame, all that stuff. 'Cause it's different training than competing because when you're training, you're not trying to kill your freaking
Yeah.
partner. As to the octagon, it's
Yeah, the intensity's it's different. And then kind of like all your knowledge kind of just like goes away a little bit. Especially it's only 6 minutes because our rounds are hella short right now. So it's kind of just like all your knowledge goes away. You just kind of just throwing whatever and the intensity is just way more higher than any sparring or anything.
mm.
But it's fun and feeling.
How was your distance? Like, was it on point or was it like harder to time? Your punches, your kicks.
I think for me, like I was just I was I think I was a little too aggressive and just trying to like rush in and punch him. So I
Mm.
think my distance wasn't that good that night, but I feel like it'll be better for my next fight just because I'll be more calm. I was kind of just like excited and
Yeah.
nervous. I was just trying to just run at him and just punch him, and he had the better distance. So
Okay. And remind me, did you use shin guards or not?
yeah,
You
so I
did.
have to use shin guards for this fight, and then my next one, then no more shin guards.
Why? Is that just like a regulation
Yeah,
they
it's just a
have? Or?
regulation. It just makes sense, but I
Oh,
guess for
okay,
your
okay.
first 3 fights, you have to have shin guards.
Got it, got
They
it,
like
got it.
to like ease into the full like pro MMA
Got
through
it.
the
Yeah,
amateur. They start with shin guards and 2 minute rounds, and they take the shin guards off, make
yeah,
it 3 minute rounds and stuff, and then I think it's like to just build you up slowly,
yeah.
so it's not like a big
Okay, that makes sense.
like makes it easier to go pro. I feel like.
Got it, got it, got it.
I'm excited for the 5 minute rounds. I don't like the short rounds because you can't really make much happen. Like you can't really feel each other out. Like I didn't really feel out my opponent until like third round, and that's when the fight was really starting to happen. And then it's just the fight's over, and it's like
Yeah.
so I'm excited to go pro and get 5 minute rounds.
Is three the requirement to become a pro or?
Oh, I know the requirements to go pro is just like especially like there's like a low level like pros where you don't even have to really do any fight. You can just sign up.
Yeah.
But I know like but yeah, after your first 3 fights, it goes to 3 minutes and then no shin guards. And then yeah, I'm trying to go at least like trying to win at least like 5 to 10 fights around there before I go pro.
Okay, okay.
So I want to get a lot of experience before.
Got it, got it. And Jacob, have you competed in like MMA or just jiu-jitsu?
No, I have not done MMA. I don't
Not
really
yet.
train striking right now, so yeah, I'm just sticking to jujitsu for now. Maybe someday I'll do MMA.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say most likely I probably won't. At least, yeah.
Nah, he's
Okay.
lying.
Maybe he wants me to do it, but
Okay, he's
Yeah.
pushing you to do it.
yeah, he's pushing me to do
All
it.
right, cool.
But when I went to his fight and I was in the crowd, I was like, this is pretty. I was like more nervous watching his MMA fight than I have been for any jujitsu competition. And I was
Huh.
like, if I was actually backstage right now, I would probably just like leave. I would probably
Yeah,
try and run
that's
away
funny.
I was thinking
and
about
hide
it.
from everyone
Really?
forever.
Yeah, there's a part of me I was like, fuck, I try to say I gotta take a shit right now, just dip the bill, just run away. But yeah,
It's
I
intense.
was crying. I teared up a little bit before I walked out. And everything. It was a bunch of weird emotions.
Just
It was
pure
interesting,
emotions,
yeah,
right? Yeah, like
yeah.
okay. Were you no, you were in his corner, right?
No.
No, yeah.
This fight, I'm trying to get him backstage with me because it kind of sucked because I was like, there's no one else fighting, and it was just me, and Kevin, and Trifon, my other coach.
Okay.
So this time, I'm trying to hopefully get a couple people I know and backstage with me. Don't freak out as much.
But do you think that'll help you or distract you more?
I think it'll help me just like, well, especially like him and stuff. Like he's good with like knowing how to hype me up or whatever.
Oh,
like,
really?
In a good way. So
Okay. I have a question. Why did he choose your name to be Baby Shrek?
that was just that like that's Trifon, the owner of Northbay Jiu Jitsu, just started calling me that. I think it's because I looked like this one guy who he called Shrek, like Big Shrek or something, like as a joke.
Uh.
And then he's, oh, you kind of look like him, like you're Baby Shrek. And I was like, oh, that's kind of a sick name. So I picked that.
When you go pro, are you gonna keep that name?
Yeah, I want to keep that name 'cause I feel like I can make a lot of like shirts and stuff out of that, make money out of
Yeah,
that
dude.
name.
Of course. Yeah, that's hella funny. Are you gonna make apparel this time around or not?
What's that?
Like
Apparel? Like,
yeah, like shirts.
oh, I'd probably not.
No.
I don't really know how to do any of that, so
Mm,
probably not. And it's my fight's 3 weeks away, so I probably don't get enough time.
that's true. You need time for that. Like the
Yeah.
lead time on that is
Yeah, it's
pretty.
because like I know I was supposed to fight March 16th, and that didn't go through. And I was gonna fight some guy, I forgot his name, some like 37-year-old on the 12th, April 12th,
Mhm.
my upcoming fight, but he dropped out. So now I just got a new opponent, and I don't even know his name. I just know he's a boxer in Southpaw.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Where is the other gym you train at?
It's in Santa Rosa.
Okay, it's not bad.
Yeah, so it's like a 20-minute drive. It's not too bad.
Okay. So, when you fight this time around, will it be at the same was it Cow Palace last time you?
Yeah, no, this time it's gonna be at the Napa Valley Expo. So it's like the Napa Valley Fairgrounds or something.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even
okay.
know they had a fairgrounds, but
That's cool. What is the promotion you're fighting under?
SF Combat.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
Okay,
it's a different promotion.
got it. Is it bigger or about the same or?
I think it's probably about the same.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. Yeah, I mean, I really want to go to your fight again. It
Yeah.
was really nice. Brandon, my son, really liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah, you could hear
Yeah.
the people getting knocked out like from far away. Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a different experience watching MMA
Yeah.
live.
Yeah,
Like even though obviously it's like an amateur card, or even if there's pros, it's like low level pros, but
Mhm.
it's still like super entertaining because it's like usually you're watching it on TV, now you're watching people like
Yeah.
go at it in person.
Especially the
It's crazy.
amateurs, like a lot of the debuters, like they just go crazy in there. So
Yeah, there were some crazy fights during his
Yeah.
last card.
So I've watched. I've been to like UFC live events and stuff. When they came to Sacramento and what was the other one? Arizona. And it's exciting and stuff. But with when I went to watch your fight, it's also exciting. But you could hear the punches and the
Yeah.
kicks
Yeah.
and growlings and all that stuff. It
Yeah.
makes it more fun to watch.
Yeah. I went to one Bellator fight in San Jose, and I would say like going to his was more for me because I know him. It was more like intense, way more intense,
I
like
bet,
more
yeah.
entertaining
Yeah.
because like the Bellator fight, I don't know who these guys are, but when I'm watching my friend like walk out after like we for the last like 2 months, 3 months we've been talking about this every single day, seeing him actually go out is like really intense,
Yeah,
and
because
then
you know
seeing
the
him
person
fight.
like in a more personal level
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stuff. You know
every-
who Sack is and stuff. Yeah.
Every little thing that happens in the fight, I'm just like, oh shit! Like he got kicked in the nuts at the beginning, and I was like, oh no,
Did
is this
you?
gonna be it?
Yeah, you got
Oh,
kicked
damn.
first like 30 seconds up there, but
Oh,
maybe
that's
less.
crazy.
Yeah.
Did it hurt a lot or because
Oh,
you have a
yeah.
cup? I mean,
It didn't help too much to cup.
Oh, it doesn't help
yeah.
much?
Or I don't. Yeah, it hurt badly. I just
Holy
felt. I
shit.
felt. I didn't really. My balls didn't really hurt. It was just mostly my stomach. I don't know what. Like,
yeah, that's what I was
it was
thinking.
just
Maybe
all
because
right in the
like yeah.
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like when you kept fighting after that? Did it go away or did you like?
Yeah, I went
feel-
away pretty
it went
quickly.
away?
The
Yeah.
adrenaline was just. My adrenaline was pumping pretty good, so it just went away.
I bet it was. Yeah.
I always
just saying,
wonder that when I
So
see people.
in my mind, when I was on the ground, I was just like, I gotta hurry up, get in the fight before my adrenaline starts dropping. So I try to get in there as quickly as possible.
Because you continue fighting pretty quickly, right? You didn't take like a long time.
Yeah,
to,
I think I only took like 20 seconds or something.
Yeah.
Just because in my mind I was like, I need to hurry up because I don't want.
You don't want to
him
lose that energy too.
Yeah,
like,
and I want him to get. I don't want him to regain energy or me to lose any energy. Or nothing.
Okay, that
I just
makes
wanna-
sense,
I was like,
yeah.
I just need to hurry
I
up.
feel like that could throw you off a little if you cuz you're like so focused that like if you get kicked in the nuts and then you take like 5 minutes off at the
Yeah.
beginning of a fight, you might like you're not in the right mind space anymore,
Yeah,
possibly.
true.
I don't really know, but
Yeah. I don't know either. I'm assuming that's
Yeah,
what
I feel
happens.
like, yeah, I feel like you wouldn't be in the like if you took like 5 minutes off, you wouldn't be in the right mind space.
Yeah. It's
You wouldn't
like
be in the game. Like you'd be somewhere else.
yeah.
yeah, it's like a soccer game when when a team scores like 2 goals in a row. Like their morale's pretty up, and then the other team's like thinking, oh shit, we're gonna lose this and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like the momentum. That's what I'm
Momentum is
yeah.
a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could feel that even just in jiu-jitsu competitions. Like, if I've ever, like, one match I had, I was kind of like mentally not as like going into it as like strong as I could have been. I feel like because I signed up for like I'm usually at this time I was like 140.
No, you
All the
talking about
time.
San
Yeah.
Jose one.
I was like 140 all the time, right?
Mhm.
And then but there was 2 weight classes. There was like 149 for this specific tournament. I could do 149 or I could do 136. And it was a weigh-in right before you go on the mat. So you like weigh in, walk to the mat, and then compete. And I decided to go up a weight class to 149 instead of cut to 136 because I would have to cut and then go immediately, even though it wasn't that big of a cut. But yeah,
I'm sorry. Quick question. So you cut weight right there?
No, I didn't. That's why I went up a weight class. But you can, if you wanted to, you would have to cut weight and then immediately like
How do you do that?
compete. Well, not right there, but like you cut before, but then you weigh in.
Oh, okay. I
But
see.
you
I was
don't
like,
have any
how do
time
you
to
cut weight right
regain
there?
the weight,
Okay, got it, got it,
Like
got
if
it.
you're doing an MMA fight, you do it the
You're
day
grappling in like 5
before
minutes.
and you
Okay, got
have
it.
like, 30 hours to regain the weight, but you have
Okay,
like 5 minutes.
got it.
But yeah, so I saw the guy was way bigger than me.
Yeah, I thought
The
that
f-
guy
my
he's bigger than me. He was fucking huge. Like
Really?
I was competing too.
I
He
think
was
this guy
fucking
cut
huge.
weight down to the weight class that I was going up to. So I was like, I saw him and I was like, oh shit, this guy looks pretty big. And so then like that immediately that threw the momentum off in my mind, I feel like. And then when I went out there and started competing, um, I was just kind of like slow and I was just like, just kind of being too reactive. Like I was just reacting to what he was doing, but I wasn't trying to like do what I need to do. And then like you can feel like when you're competing if someone does something good on you, even if it's just like one little thing, like they score 3 points on you, that could be the whole you could lose the match based on that if you let it affect your like mental state because you could
Mm.
be like, "Oh, I'm down now, like I'm I'm basically going to lose." Like you could start just basically like giving up, and I feel like that's a important thing is to like you know get your uh mind state to a place where that doesn't happen and you just keep going no matter what. And
Mm.
yeah.
So are you? I was talking to Kevin to see what his like style is when he's fighting or competing. Are you more of a like aggressive um
When I'm
fighter?
competing
Uh huh.
in
Or does it kind of
jiu-jitsu,
the does it kind of
I wouldn't say I'm very aggressive. I would say like more, I don't know. I haven't really like developed a real competition style yet. I haven't competed enough to the point. I feel like you have to kind of compete to get used to competing and then develop your style.
hmm.
I need to like compete more, but I would say I'm kind of more like, I don't know, yeah, not aggressive, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't really know.
Got it. Got it. What's up with you? Are you more of an aggressive fighter or are you more
I think
pacific? Are you
I think I'd say more aggressive, definitely. I like to wrestle, so I feel like wrestling in general is just like pretty aggressive. So
uh
and even when I'm doing jiu-jitsu, yeah, just wrestling is like wrestling and being on top is most of my game. So
got it. Got it. So when you're on your camp right now, when you're in Santa Rosa, do you train in both gyms like in one day, or is that too much for you? Like, let's say
so
you're gonna like the mornings you go to North Bay,
yeah,
train jujitsu, and then drive up to Santa Rosa,
yeah.
or
Sometimes I'll do that. Like on Friday, I did that. So I just don't. I don't do double. I try to do double days like only like 2 or 3 times a week.
when is that draining for you? Like, uh,
A little bit. I mean, it's it's not too drainingful, but it's like it's what I like to do. So
uh,
I think about it just like if I ever get tired of it, I could be doing this or working like a fucking office job or something right now, or doing something I don't
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. I have an idea. You should train jujitsu in the morning, and then ride to Santa Rosa on your bike so you could get your cardio in, then train.
I mean, fuck, that would be good.
I'm
Good,
just kidding.
good
That
way to
would
lose weight.
freaking be a tough day for you. How when you fought the first time, how like were you aching? Like were you hurt like after the fight or not really?
No, not really. Yeah, I was more sad and angry that I lost. I didn't really feel like messed up or anything.
How long did you wait to start training again? Did you go back to the gym or you took like a week off?
I'm, we went back to the gym that Monday. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we just
we
got right
went.
back to
Yeah,
work.
we went right back to it on Monday.
Oh damn.
That felt good. So
Okay. How about you? Do you take time off when you compete or not really?
Nah,
No.
especially not for jiu-jitsu. It's like not that big of a deal.
Mm.
So
I know after my fight, I'm doing a jiu-jitsu tournament on 420. So that's like a week after.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, how what's it called? How if you don't get hurt, knock on wood, hopefully
Yeah.
you don't. How like would you take that week off? Like how would you take that into consideration if you go, compete one week and then the following week you have another tournament?
Well, yeah, if I get
Because you don't want to get like
yeah, no, well, it's like if I get seriously hurt, I wouldn't compete. It's not like a big deal if I don't compete. It's more the tournament on 420 is more just for fun.
okay.
But so yeah, if I get hurt, it's like it's not a big deal if I don't show up.
Is that the tournament that Kevin's competing
It,
on as well? Do you know or?
I'm not sure. I know the one I'm doing is in Santa Clara.
Kevin might be doing one. I don't know
He probably
what he's doing, but
yeah. I know
he
there's a
might be
bunch
doing
on
one in
420.
Stockton. There's
I
one
think
in
that's what he
Stockton
said,
on the
but I
same
don't
day.
remember the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the one in Stockton on 420. But I think he was talking about doing kickboxing too or something like
Yeah.
that.
I might do
I don't
I
know.
might do the one on. I don't. I haven't really fully decided which one I'm doing on 420, but it's either the Stockton one or the one in Santa Clara.
Okay.
But everyone's doing the one in Stockton, so I might just do that.
Yeah.
Why is it a bigger
That one's just like
competition?
Yeah.
at our gym, that's like honestly at most like gyms around here, the most jujitsu gyms. It's the Jiu-Jitsu World League. That one's like the most, I would say, most common tournament,
Yeah,
just
it's hella
because like
professional
they
too.
give you
So
like a free rash guard when you like you have to pay for the tournament, but they give you a rash guard with it, and then it's just like yeah, it's like in a nice like it's in like the Stockton Arena. It's like a nice setup and everything. But the other one is pretty cool because it's like a different rule set. It's a cool rule set, like submission only versus like points. So that's why I think I want to do that one,
yeah.
the one in Santa Clara, because it seems pretty cool.
So how does that work? You go until somebody submitted, or
So
or do you guys take breaks?
it's
How does
called
that work?
it's called EBI rules. You know Eddie Bravo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie. It's like he invented the rule set. It's basically I don't know how long the rounds are. It could be different
Probably
time
6 minutes.
rounds.
But that's for
Probably
blue
6
belts.
minutes. So it's say we'll say 6 minutes. So 6 minute round, which is the regulation where if you get a submission in the 6 minutes, then you win, and there's no points, nothing like that. But then there's an overtime, EBI overtime, which is basically uh you can choose to either start on someone's back or in the spider web, and which is spider web is like if you had like someone if you were going for an armbar but they still had their hands locked, so you can start in one of those positions, and then it's like you have uh usually it's like a minute or 2 minutes, and you have a minute to like survive or escape. And then it's like 3 rounds of that, and then if you submit them when you're on their back, then they have to submit you quicker than you submitted them, or they lose in the next round.
Hmm.
Or if um if no one gets submitted, then it's based on escape time. So if there's 3 rounds and I escaped in 10 seconds each round, then that was like 30 seconds. But I held Zach's back the whole time for 3 rounds. So then I would win because I had less amount of time when he was on my back, basically. So
Hmm.
it's a pretty fun rule set.
There's absolute division 2 with the cash prize.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm built for that rule set because I like submissions, and I have done a lot of training like on the back and stuff like that,
Mhm.
positional rounds, starting on people's backs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
he'll definitely do better than me because I'm more of just a takedown and sit there type of guy. So
Okay.
he'll
Okay.
definitely do better than me. But I'll probably do it just to
Got
get
it.
my ass beat. But
Is this the first time you do this type of
This type of tournament?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've done two like sub only tournaments, but they weren't the same rule set. They were just sub only, but it was like a 5 minute or 6 minute round. And if no one got a submission, then it was just a draw. But if you submit them, then you win. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, this is a better rule set because there's
Got
the
it.
overtime.
Yeah, I love watching Eddie Bravo's podcasts.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's full of
yeah, he's
theories
crazy.
and
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
Yeah.
he's really entertaining though to listen to for
Yeah.
sure.
Have you visited any of his what's it called, gyms? Like 10th Planet, is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Yeah, we go to one in Daly City a lot of times.
Yeah.
Tenth
Open
Planet?
mat, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we go there pretty often. We went there last Saturday, I think, right?
Was that last Saturday?
Maybe two
Probably, yeah.
Saturdays ago. But yeah, we go to that 10th Planet pretty often, and then I've been to 10th Planet in Oregon when I went to Oregon, which was a really good one. 10th Planet Grants Pass. There's like the black belt that owns it is named Andrew Alexander. He's pretty good, and it's just a really cool gym over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we actually this summer plan on like going down to San Diego for like a month,
Yeah, training over there.
training at 10th Planet Oceanside
Mm.
with Gio Martinez. So that'd be sick.
But you two or
Yeah.
like a group of
And my
friends?
older brother too.
Okay, okay. How does that work? Do you guys have a membership on
No,
10th Planet or
No. So the one when we go to Daly City, it's like we just go to the open mat. So it's like it's not like a class or anything. We just go to the open mat. But then if we go down there, then we'll get a membership at the 10th Planet Oceanside just for a month while we're there. So
Mm.
yeah.
Are you guys going down there specifically for that, or you guys are gonna like travel and then that's one of the things you want to do?
But we're
Pretty much like specifically
Yeah.
for that, but
Oh,
also
really?
just for fun, like to
Oh, cool.
go to San Diego. Or
Have you
Oceanside.
guys met any like professional fighters, like jiu-jitsu fighters?
I don't think or kind of.
I've met not like I mean, so when I've been down to 10th Planet Oceanside before with my brother
Mhm.
and Gio Martinez. I met him there, but I wasn't even rolling. But my brother rolled with him and stuff. It was really cool watching him roll with my brother, just like destroying my brother. He's like really good. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's like top echelon of jiu-jitsu, I would say, you know. But other than that, I've met like some like I would say like maybe professional level, but not like really known.
No
like,
Craig Jones. Or
No, like
nothing
Craig
that.
Jones
Yeah.
or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Okay. What's that one guy? His name's like Ryan something.
Gordon Ryan.
Yes,
Yeah.
that guy. What do you think about him?
Uh,
I don't.
he's
say
good at
it, but-
jujitsu.
Yeah, I mean I've seen a couple of videos of him and
Yeah.
he looks
Yeah.
pretty legit.
Yeah, he's
Well,
hella,
obviously.
yeah, he's good at jujitsu. He's
Yeah.
kind of a like interesting personality. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's how it is with a lot of jujitsu guys. Like
That's just
they've
martial art guys
put
in general.
everything towards their craft, and
Yeah.
they might be lacking in like social skills a little bit. So,
Yeah,
you
okay, I
know.
get it.
But that's pretty typical for jujitsu guys, especially. But yeah.
Got it. Cool. And then when you guys go to San Diego, what else do you guys want to do over there? Just mainly
Probably just go
Hit
to
the
the
gym or-
beach.
You
Maybe
go
what
to
else is there
beach
to
and-
do? Just the beaches, right?
There's
There's
Lego
There's
World
beaches.
or
There's a lot of
Lego
stuff to
World.
do
Yeah, Lego
there.
World.
Hopefully, we'll find stuff to do there. I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll
Probably
do
go to
whatever.
like some music park, Lego
Yeah.
World.
We're also gonna go
shit like
to
that.
do you know what ADCC is?
Yeah.
ADCC.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's like the jujitsu kind of like it's like the Olympics for jujitsu basically. But yeah, we're gonna go to that too
Yeah.
in Las Vegas in August. So me, him, and my brother too. So it's gonna be
To
cool.
compete or just to
No,
just to watch.
just to
spectator?
watch.
Okay.
Eventually, I'll
That's all.
compete there
Okay, those are all like
someday.
professionals, right? Like it's
Yeah, those are
it's
like the
legit.
highest level grapplers on the planet. You know,
And I'm going back to Vegas on I think September something
for
for
his
my
birthday, turned
For what?
21.
Yeah, I'm turning 21.
Oh, for your birthday.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that'll be
You gonna
fun.
go to the strip clubs and stuff or what?
Hopefully, I don't know.
Probably.
I've been to one strip club already. Yeah, but it was in the Tenderloin, so that but it wasn't that nice.
Got it.
That's because it's a Tenderloin strip club. So.
You said September?
And yeah, I turn. My birthday's August 31st, so I turned 21 then.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You'll be able to legally drink.
Yeah.
We're
Even
going.
though I don't really drink
we're-
no more, but it'll be fun to be 21. Get
Yeah.
Zins. I'm addicted to Zins, so
What's that?
it's like a nicotine pouch.
Oh yeah, the little
Yeah.
yeah.
I like those. So it'll be fun to legally buy.
What were you gonna say?
Um,
Sorry, I cut you off.
I think I was just saying like we're gonna be in Vegas. Actually, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't want to incriminate. I don't want to incriminate myself.
All right. Yeah. Let's not do that. Yeah. So those sin things, what are they really? I seen people buy them, but I
Oh, I have no clue. I know it's just like, I know it's not like tobacco. It's like nicotine,
It's like
salt or something. I don't know. It's like some
just
weird shit.
nicotine. It's like dip, right? Like dipped, like chewing tobacco. It's like that.
is
But
it different? Like,
Yeah, a little bit.
it's like
because
that, but
it's
with
a
no
little
tobacco.
pouch, right? It's because
Yeah.
the dip you're talking about is just like the pure tobacco, right?
Yeah.
It's
I
just
think
no
they have
tobacco.
pouches. I think they have pouches with tobacco too. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, but I'm not a fan of Zins or nothing. Yeah, I've tried every time I've tried a Zin, I will get like super nauseous.
Really?
So I'm like, fuck that.
Probably because your body's not used to it.
Yeah,
You should do it more
Get, like,
often. Get
Nick
used to it.
Yeah. It does sound nice though. When
You didn't come to the after party for my fight?
What?
You didn't come to the after party for my fight?
If I'm invited, I'll be there.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the Wu Wei Temple.
What's that?
It's a kratom bar.
Shout out to the Wu Wei Temple in Fairfax.
You get kratom out over
You
there.
check that place out.
What is that?
It's like kratom's like a it's like a root or something, some plant, but you get fucked up from it.
Never kratom.
Yeah, they have kratom and kava. But I've heard not to do kratom often because some people get like really addicted to it.
Yeah.
But
I'll
if you
search
just
that.
do it
I've
here
never
and
heard of
there.
that.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
plant and it gets you like high or something, or
Yeah. I've done it twice.
it's like they made a tea out of it at this place
really? Where's
yeah.
this at? Larkspur?
in Fairfax.
Fairfax.
Yeah. I've done it twice and it's nice, but
Yeah.
I can definitely say you get addicted to it.
So that's what your after party is gonna be at.
Yeah.
Very
No
nice.
drinking for me. I'll just use some kratom.
So is it at a tea or do you inhale it? Like what?
Oh no, it's like you drink it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
I like to savor my lungs.
It-
I like to keep my lungs kind of clean.
Good. Yeah. Especially you, because you're an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. I recently stopped smoking. I used to smoke cigarettes, and yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
not very good for you. So
Yeah,
like, let me
sketchy.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fucking bad habits, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever smoke weed?
Couple of times.
Yeah, I feel like
He looked at his kid. He's like, I can't talk about this right now.
Bro, your kid was here.
Yeah.
But I feel like weed's definitely bad for your lungs, but I feel like it's a little less bad than cigarettes.
I mean,
or
anything
whatever.
that goes into your lungs.
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's
why I
bad
always say like,
regardless of what it
any
is.
Yeah.
smoke is bad.
I've heard like I saw a study about like weed like being like a risk factor for heart disease and heart attacks too, like just like so it's definitely like got negative effects
Yeah.
too, but yeah, I think that's just because like if you're smoking something, you're like you're getting tar in your body no matter what. But,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, some people who are pro weed, they're like, no, it's the best thing, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's no.
I
side
think it's
effect
kind
that-
of funny how like it's kind of I think it's kind of funny how like over and I smoke weed like every
Yeah, I'm pro
night,
weed
every
but
day, so
people are
I
ridiculous.
smoke weed, but I think some people are a little like too easy on weed
Yeah.
and even mushrooms and stuff like that. People are like, like, oh yeah, it's like all good for you, no nothing bad. It's like medicine or whatever. It's like, yeah, but it definitely can be a negative thing and
Oh, yeah,
definitely can
absolutely, yeah.
cause health problems.
Yeah.
So,
Humans are just dumb. They just don't know. Humans don't
Yeah.
know how to do anything in moderation. No more. People that if people feel a little something off of anything, there'll be someone to fucking overdo it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even the fucking allergy medicine, people will fucking get all drowsy from allergy medicine. They'll
Yeah,
take a
dude.
shit ton of vinegar
Exactly,
to
yeah.
get high. It's like what
Yeah.
the fuck.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah. So what else are you gonna do on your after party? Is that all you're gonna do, or?
Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that, but I know the day after that is the UFC 300, so I definitely want to do
Who's
that.
on that card?
I'm not sure. A lot of people. I know.
yeah, it's a lot of people.
I'm
The main
excited for the
event
Max
is Jamal
Holloway
Hill
fight.
versus Alex Pereira, but
I'm excited for the Max Holloway fight.
yeah, Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje. And then
When
there's,
is that
like,
one?
The UFC 300.
That's like
It's
Oh,
co-main event,
Gaethje's
right?
on 300.
yeah.
Okay.
There's
Is it
Gaethje.
301 the one that's like not as
That's the
good?
spear.
No, I
thought.
think it's 300 that people are saying is not as good, but that's because I think like they were expecting like a better main event, but
It's a still good main event.
it's still a good main event, but it probably could have had a more of a wow factor than like Jamal Hill versus Alex Pereira. Like if it was like say like Islam versus like if Islam went up and fought like Leon Edwards or something like that, that
That'd
would
be
be
fun.
crazy.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good fights throughout the whole card. Like
Bo Nichols fighting.
yeah, Bo Nickel, Charles Oliveira,
Gaethje,
Justin
Holloway.
Gaethje, Max Holloway. So there's a lot of good fights on that card.
Wait, Max canceled?
Really?
That's what it says.
Oh, man, I
what?
didn't even know about that.
I just found that out. Damn.
That's unfortunate. Maybe that just happened right now.
Yeah, 'cause that's the fight's only 3 weeks away.
Oh no, wait, that's weird.
Hoping not. That was
No,
the
it's
best fight.
yeah. So it says cancel, but there appears
Maybe they just switched the lineup or something.
probably yeah.
Maybe they put it on the main card.
Wait, Dustin
Oh yeah,
Poirier's
maybe
fighting?
probably.
Oh yeah,
no.
Dusty. No, he just fought.
Oh,
right
okay.
now.
just
I was
yeah.
confused. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Who did he fight?
He
Can't
fought.
remember.
I don't even remember the
I
guy's
can't
name,
say
but
a
it's like
fucking
Saint
name.
Dennis or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Saint
But that.
Bernard.
Don't even talk about Saint Bernard's Cross, bro.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
It's an inside
But-
joke.
Okay,
but
my
Saint
bad.
Yeah, it's an
Bernard's
inside
Cross.
joke,
You
but,
can look up Saint Bernard's Cross and you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys ever been to a UFC fight before? No.
No.
I never have. My first fight, my first ever MMA event was my fight. I've never been to any type of fight thing before for my fight.
Huh.
Yeah,
I
that
just-
was my first
I
time.
just been to that one Bellator fight.
Which
I was
one?
talking about. It was Michael Venom Page versus I don't even remember the guy's name that he was fighting actually now.
I went to a Bellator
It was
fight.
also it was Umar Nurmagomedov fought on that card too.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's cool, but yeah, Michael Venom Page, he's in the UFC now, and he's like, I mean, he was already pretty famous when he was in Bellator, but
Mhm.
it was cool to see him fight. But it was a quick fight. He just went out there,
Broke your
leg kicked the
kneecap.
guy, and like immediately broke his leg with a kick. Like he kicked the guy's knee, and his knee just like I think he like tore his patella or something like that.
I'm
and
sorry,
his-
whose leg broke?
the guy that he kicked. So
Oh, okay,
he
okay.
kicked him in the leg, and then the guy that got kicked, I think his patella like snapped, or like the patella tendon, and then his kneecap like came up like all the way up here, like
No
in his
way.
leg. It was crazy.
Yeah, like that.
So
Have you guys ever had any broken bones or anything?
yeah, I broke my collarbone.
Oh yeah, you just said that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that
Only when I was young.
sucked.
I've only broken my fingers and shit when I was younger. I haven't really had any serious injury from training or anything yet. I'm lucky.
Yeah. Every time I see like videos of people getting their bones broken,
Especially like
Oh,
shit getting like
gives me the goosebumps.
especially
Yeah.
shit getting like
Yeah, I've never
fucking tearing all over
broken
the
a bone,
place.
so
Yeah,
hopefully
I never
never
broke a bone or had any serious injuries till I started doing jiu-jitsu. Now I've
Mm.
been injured twice, but yeah, but breaking my collarbone, that sucked. It was very painful.
I bet it was. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember just like breaking it, and like I heard it snap like fully, and I was like, "Oh boy." I touched it and I felt it like poking out like in my skin. It still like kind of pokes out,
Really.
but I yeah, and the worst part was like they're like my coach Paulo, he's like, "All right, I'm going to take you to the hospital." And when I was going to get up to go in his car, like when I started standing up, I just felt like my bone just like cuz mine it like completely snapped in half like this. And I just felt it like basically going like that, like just bumping back and forth.
Stretching, yeah.
and it just made me like almost faint, and I was like, "Oh my god." I almost fainted twice.
No
the first
way,
time I tried
bro.
to stand up,
Oh my god.
and then I was in the hospital, and the doctors are going to give me an x-ray, right? And they like make me stand up and like go put my back against the wall with the x-ray machine, and they go in the other room cuz they don't want to get the radiation, you know? And like I'm standing there, and I'm just like slowly feeling like myself start to faint from the pain. And I start like saying like, I'm about to faint. And they can't hear me or anything. And they're just laughing in the other room, like
No
talking,
way.
like they're talking amongst themselves in the other room. And I felt like I was about to faint, and I was like, I was like standing straight up, and I was just like, oh my god. But eventually I was fine.
Did you instantly knew you broke your collarbone, or you had to like
Yeah. I didn't instantly knew. I instantly knew I did something because I heard like a really loud snap, and everyone like all the people that were training around me heard a snap too. But I heard the snap, and I didn't know instantly, but I knew like within 10 seconds because after I heard a snap, I reached and touched my collarbone, and I
Uh.
felt like it poking my skin. So I was like,
Oh.
yeah, it's broken for sure.
How was the process to getting the fixed? Is it like does it natural like heal
So
together, kind of like like your pinky toes,
yeah,
or did you have to like get
it can just heal on its own. But you can get surgery or let it heal on its own. The upside of surgery is just that it won't have the bump here, and like it will keep your shoulders more like they'll make your shoulders like back to normal. Because now like this one's a little higher, I think, because like my collarbone got shorter because it healed like on top of itself. But it like it healed fine on its own. It feels fine. It doesn't hurt or
was it
anything.
a
But
longer process to heal or
no, I think it would be a longer process if you get surgery. I
Oh,
think
okay.
I'm definitely made the right decision because I think if you get surgery, like it's a much longer process. It's there's more chances for like complications and stuff like that,
Oh, okay.
versus mine like doesn't hurt anymore. It just healed up just a little bump, that's all.
For surgery, do you know what the process is? Like, do you get like screws in
I
there
think they put
or
like a plate in there
a
or
plate? Oh,
something.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Got
but
it.
Sounds
so-
painful.
yeah.
Fuck that.
I was kind of scared though because like when it was healing, I started having nerve pain like halfway, like near the end of the healing process. Like I thought I was like almost healed, or I was like almost healed, but like I was sitting in class and like in agonizing pain because I had like nerve pain and it would hurt kind of down here in my bicep and stuff like that. And I was like, oh shit, is this gonna be like this for the rest of my life? Because sometimes that can happen. Like you
Yeah,
can
of
have
course.
nerve damage when you break
Yeah.
something, but it went away pretty quickly. So
Okay. And then how long? I think I asked you this already, but how long did it take for it to heal? Like,
I think that it was like 2 months uh for the bone to like heal. I took the sling off and everything, and I was moving my arm around, and then like I wasn't supposed to like start training again, I think, for another month after that. But then like my brother came back from college, and he trains too and stuff. So and he came back from college, and I just like rolled with him like one time, and I felt fine. So I just kept train. I started training pretty soon, like probably
hmm.
I think I was out for like 2.5 months or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucks when you have to like
yeah.
stop to recover and stuff like that. Was it hard for you to get back to it and stuff? Like, were you scared? Like, you're like, oh, I don't want
I
to get hurt
was
again.
scared slightly at the start, but once I started training again, I kind of like quickly like stopped being scared, especially with this injury because it's like, yeah, this collarbone is probably stronger than like a normal collarbone because it's so thick now because it's like a huge calcified ball in the middle.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah. So,
I'm just kidding.
but yeah.
Okay. And how? Well, I mean, I was gonna ask you how long do you plan on doing this, but jiu-jitsu, I feel like it's like like I was talking with Kevin earlier. It's a lifestyle, Like
Yeah.
as to MMA, you only have only so much amount of time or
Yeah.
Yeah.
to do that profession. Yeah.
Hopefully train forever
Yeah. Hopefully.
until I like can't,
I want to. Hopefully, training is the way I die.
Yeah.
Some old man just
Yeah.
fucking having a heart attack or something and just
Yeah.
dying there.
Yeah. Injuries are like they kind of like make you have realizations about like, okay, this is not like it's possible that something could cut your time short with training, but at the same time at this point I'm kind of like super just like training's like the most important, so I'm just like even if I get injured, I'll do whatever I can to the best of my ability to help it and then keep training basically.
Hmm.
I'm not just gonna stop because my shoulder hurts sometimes
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. All right. And were you training when you were you're not in school. Well, how old are you?
I am in community college. I'm 19.
Well, high school. Like, were you
Yeah, I was
already
training in high school. Yeah, in senior year, and we were going to 6 a.m. class every single day.
Yeah.
That's
Brutal.
right
that's-
before school?
yeah, before school I would go to train and then train in the night too. But now I have like my school schedule's much like freer now, so I don't have to go to
Yeah.
6 a.m. because that was brutal and horrible for my sleep schedule and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then homework and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean I'm doing college right now. The class, I'm doing pretty good in some of my classes. There's one class I'm kind of struggling in, my English class, but
Fuck
Okay.
English.
fucking English, I hate English so
Fuck
much.
school in general. I've never been.
Are you
to
going
it.
to college or you
Nah.
took a break to
I
train?
I never even started college.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Gap-
but
gap.
I've thought about it. I've thought about it, but I don't know. I just don't know what I'd go for. Cause I hate I'm so bad at school. I just feel like if I went to school, I would just be thinking like, fuck, I want to do this or do that. Like,
Yeah.
but I just feel like I want to do good.
Jacob, what are you going to school for?
So technically, well, I'm just doing community college right now, so I'm kind of mostly just doing like the general ed classes,
Oh, okay,
the
okay, okay.
normal classes you need to do. But
Mhm.
technically, I'm a philosophy major right now, but I'm probably gonna switch I'm to something else. I'm thinking about doing like something like physical therapy related because after getting injured, I like spent a lot of time doing physical therapy and I kind of got into like I'm kind of interested by different injuries and anatomy now slightly because I was like looking so much into like the injury that I got and
Mhm.
like learning so much about it that it kind of made me interested in like just injuries in general. Now I'll even like just for fun like watch a video about like how like an ACL tear works and like different stuff like that.
Really?
So I'm thinking about studying that. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Um, and if you go to school for that, how long do you think that'll take? Like,
I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into that, but I would hope not too long.
mm,
But yeah. But my I do want my main plan right now is to eventually open a jiu-jitsu school, but I'm still pretty early in the process. I'm just a blue belt right now, so I can't get too ahead of myself. But,
yeah, of course.
but that's what I would love to do. So
Yeah,
So,
That'd
there's people, at least back in the day, I don't know if it's the same now, but there's this guy that has a gym in San Anselmo. He went to Brazil, I think. He lived
Mhm.
over there to like to really get down to the art and all that stuff. Do you think it's the same now, or is it different now? Where like there's more like it's more well known, and you could get your black belt in the
um
states now.
yeah.
yeah, you can definitely use
I think the
fuck those.
highest level jiu-jitsu now is in the United States, but
Mm.
um there's still high level jiu-jitsu in Brazil, especially in the gi probably. I think
Yeah,
I don't
Gi's
really know that
probably
much about gi, but I think
top two down
gi
there.
the top most of the top guys in the world in gi are still Brazilian, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely you can get like most like definitely United States has the highest level of no gi jiu-jitsu now.
Mm.
So
Yeah, and
definitely
I'm not saying go to Brazil. That was just
yeah.
an example.
But yeah, no, yeah, definitely that would be cool though.
Yeah,
Just like for fun, that'd be cool to go to Brazil.
yeah.
Definitely want to go to Brazil sometime. Or like Brazil, Thailand, I want to go like
Oh yeah,
see what's up over there. Travel around a bit.
I want to go to Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand. Their gyms over there are pretty intense. At least the
Yeah,
Yeah.
videos I've seen.
yeah. I feel like every training video though like makes it. They like to make their training look a lot more intense than it really
Okay, yeah,
is.
makes sense. Yeah.
'Cause I feel like you can't like. Of course, they'll be like at least with my training, like they'll be like the really intense part is really only like 30 minutes. Like I bet
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe people really are training like that.
People
like, all the
probably
time,
do
but-
train really intense, but I don't know if that's even the most productive thing you could do
Yeah.
possibly. You know what I mean? Like because there's a level to how much your body can take.
Exactly, yeah,
If
yeah,
you're
yeah.
pushing yourself like to the breaking point every single day, it's probably not as productive
Yeah,
as
your body deteriorates
just doing it
and all
maybe
that
twice
stuff.
or
Yeah,
3 times a week
yeah,
to
makes
that
sense.
point. Yeah.
Um, what else could we talk about here? We covered your fight. I just wanted to really hear what the experience was for your first fight and stuff,
Yeah.
and how you're preparing for the second fight, and do you plan on doing a turnaround for your third fight like right away, or you want to take some time off, kind of like you did with the first one?
I've been thinking about that. I don't definitely want to fight probably sometime in the summer, maybe. Well, definitely some either like summer or September or like beginning of fall, like September or something. I was thinking about like I'm fighting in April, so maybe I was thinking like August or probably like maybe like beginning August would be nice.
Right before
For
we go
my
to Vegas.
yeah for my third fight.
Yeah.
Um,
'Cause I like to not think about fighting like during the holidays. So I want to do like even though I'm thinking about my fourth fight, like doing that, like do my fourth fight before like or like in the middle of December
hmm.
and taking the holidays just to like do chill training and just hang out with my family and then do a fight again in like March or something for my fifth fight. And,
It's
Oh, okay.
it's
I always think about that type of shit where I'm just like, oh, where should I do my next like 10 fights, whatever.
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting how fighting and stuff like kind of changes your perspective on time a little more,
Yeah.
like because it's such a more like there's like months in between fights and stuff like
Yeah, I'd
that.
be like, oh,
So
I'm fighting in 2 months. We're like, oh fuck, this is
that's
right
so
around the
soon, but
corner.
like 2 months is a fair amount of time,
Yeah,
But
even 3 weeks. I'm
you-
fighting in 3 weeks, but it's like 3 weeks is a good amount of time. But to
Yeah.
us, like I don't know. To me, like I'm like, oh fuck, 3 weeks. I'm right there. But
yeah,
in
it's like
reality, like 3 weeks is pretty far away.
Yeah.
it blocks up time in a different way. I feel like
Huh.
the way you think about it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you something. Oh yeah, about like fighting. So you fought in Cow Palace. You're fighting in oh shit in Santa Rosa next, right? Or
A Napa.
Napa. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Um, could you look for fights outside of your state, or do you have to stay local to like?
Yeah, you can do fights outside your state, but I
Mhm.
think like I'm pretty sure because I know I fight for like the California thing is camo, so I think you'd have to like register for like whatever like like the organization is over there. Like if you
Oh,
want
I
to do
see. I
fight in
see.
a different state.
So right now you could fight anywhere in California, or
Yeah,
just like in your area.
anywhere in California.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
What's the farthest your team has fought?
like
Like,
the Santa Rosa team.
yeah.
I don't even know because I know I think well I guess technically like Japan or something because I
Oh
know
wow.
the head coach is like friends with what's the youngest UFC fighter?
Raul Rosas
Yeah,
Jr.?
yeah. They're really close.
Who?
And he's or the
Have you heard of like Raul Rosas Jr.?
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
say that name. Yeah, they're I guess really close and I guess technically a part of the team. I guess you'd say, but
Oh shit.
a little like I've never no one's really ever met him, but he's
I've
like
reached out to him a couple of times.
really yeah.
Of course he doesn't respond.
Yeah.
He has better shit to do.
You just like reach out to a bunch of people, see if you can get them on the pod.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Yeah, you never know. They
yeah,
might.
fuck it. Might as well try.
Have you heard of what's his name? Emil, the Hurricane.
Oh
I think we
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about-
yeah.
Hyder Emil.
Hyder, yes. I reached out to him way before he that's why I went to a Bellator fight to watch him fight. And I reached out to him. He was like, "Oh yeah, let's do it." And then obviously he got a UFC contract, and now he's not responding no more.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I just I try to reach out to as many people as I can.
Yeah.
And eventually
Yeah.
get him on the podcast.
I won't forget about you when I'm in the UFC. Don't worry.
Appreciate you. Thanks. I went to Bakersfield for a podcast about a month ago. So that's something I also thought about, like like maybe I should reach out to like more people and like probably travel, to
Yeah.
to get more people on the podcast.
I mean, that'd be fun to travel too. That'd be fun.
But it's also freaking time consuming and pricey, like
Yeah.
I gotta, book a hotel or Airbnb or whatever. It's pretty pricey.
Yeah.
You should just probably. I think it'd be cool to have like just look for like people with just like crazy life stories. Like if you're ever talking to someone, you're like, wow, because you'll just be like, talking to a random person sometimes, and you're like, dang, this person has like lived a crazy life. Just
Yeah.
put them on the podcast.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. So mainly like the whole point of the podcast is to bring in people like that have like athletes or entrepreneurs, business owners, or somebody that has like a interesting
Mm-hmm.
story. That way, like we could get to know them and we could have a nice conversation and stuff. But yeah, just reaching out to people and people getting back. That's like the hardest part.
Yeah.
Just because if I think if you don't follow, let's say I reach out to you and you're not following me,
Then
like
they
my
don't even see
message,
it.
yeah, my message will go to like some, like you have to like open your messages and like search
Yeah,
for
there's like
Yeah.
the
primary, general,
primary.
and like the
Yeah.
unknown. I don't know what it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
called.
something like that.
whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
So yeah, that's kind of like the
Yeah,
hard part right now.
I DM a lot of girls, so I know the struggle a little bit. I get ghosted all the time, bro.
That's funny. I wonder why.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought I was probably I'm an undefeated loser, so that's probably why I need to win a fight, and
That's
they'll
funny.
respond to me.
No. It's only your first fight. I mean, your fight was awesome, dude. Like
Yeah,
I thought it could have gone, either way.
yeah,
Um, it's not like you
yeah. I think
lost.
that's why it was a little tougher. That loss was pretty tough because how close it was. I feel like if you get like knocked out or you just get like total one way fight and it's like you get your ass beat, like it's pretty easy to swallow. Just like, oh, okay, I lost pretty clearly. But
Yeah,
when it's a close fight, it's a little tougher because you feel like you should have won that. But
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
but now I'm friends with the guy, so behind me.
Um, have you guys talked about the fight?
Yeah, a little bit. We just talked about like how hard like one of each other hits or how tired we were. But yeah, we were like nothing like hasn't been too awkward. But
Uh,
like when we spar each other, sometimes oh yeah, we'll go a little hard. But
I was gonna ask you,
yeah,
when you guys spar each other, do you remember the fight and like do you gonna go a little bit harder, or is
not.
that like
I just think we go a little harder with each other just because we like each other, but because we fought each other. But
uh
I don't really think about the fight just because like I don't know, like it's different like sparring. It's more just like sparring for me is just like I don't really do too many hard spars because sparring is more for learning than trying to like beat the shit
exactly?
out of each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, and
It's,
then we go back to what we were saying earlier. When you spar, you're not trying to hurt your
yeah, don't want to
teammate.
hurt
Yeah,
no one.
yeah. Um, what else here? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. Anything?
Um,
So when you open your gym, like realistically, like how long do you think it's gonna take you?
realistic. I would say maybe like
I feel like the time
in
where it's like
10 years, probably from now.
wait, it would, yeah, 10 years. I feel like we could do
Maybe. I don't know. It just depends on like what's going on and what I'm doing. I want to have, I want to compete, at the highest level I can. But probably before then, and then yeah, I don't know, maybe 10 years.
that. Maybe 12.
Just whenever it seems right,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Whenever, obviously I want to make sure that, I want to be providing value. I want to be like very high level and knowledgeable by the time I open a gym. So, not going to rush it, but yeah, just and also what, I'm going to need money to do that.
Yeah.
So,
So you're is it purple or blue?
I'm blue belt,
Blue.
yeah.
So how long do you think it's gonna take you to get to black belt?
My goal is to be competing on the level of like on the black belt level at within like from now, like next like maybe 4 years.
Okay,
4 years. That's my goal.
got it.
If I can
How about you?
make it happen. That's a
I don't know about me.
not that I'll be a black belt, but I want to be like competing in the black belt division
Got
and
it.
winning and stuff. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know when I want my black belt. Just because I feel like for MMA, like I don't know, like I'm scared to get a black belt. So that's like a target for my head.
Why?
Because I don't know, everyone wants to like beat. I feel like everyone like wants to beat a black belt. Like I
Mm.
know if I was gonna fight someone who like it's like oh he's a black belt, I would like that'd give me motivation to like beat him, so I can say I beat a black belt.
Got it.
So
Got it.
kind of
got it.
like I don't know, having a black belt in the MMA world would kind of scare me a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, but definitely like definitely somewhat like soon. The next like probably like somewhere in the next 10 years, I'll probably get my black
Yeah.
belt. I mean, we
It's
train
really
a
like
lot, so
it's really like it depends a lot on different stuff. You know, like it's like having a black belt like could some people do it in like Gio Martinez. I think he got a black belt in like 3.5 years or something like that. But then there could be someone else that got a black belt in 12 years, but they were black belt level after 4 years. You know, it's
yeah,
like the belt doesn't always represent the skill level. You know, someone could reach that level way before they get a black belt. I think people can peak their skill level when they're like a purple belt, and then by the time they're a black belt, it's taken so long that they're now maybe not even at their peak anymore. But it just depends on the person
Mm.
and your coaching. That but that's not really what I'm too worried about. Is like the belt. I'm just mostly worried about just um, the skill level that I
Mm-hmm.
can achieve. Trying
Got
to
it.
get
Got it.
as good as I can. And yeah, I'm basically doing everything I can to progress, you know, you know, full dedication.
Yeah. How many days a week do you train?
I train so I train usually like 5 or 6 days a week, but I was training like really a lot before I got hurt. I was
we're training like 7 days. We training we
training like 7 days a week, maybe take a day off, and most of those days training like twice.
yeah,
So
we
like
train
probably
like
doing
15
like
days straight without a day
15
off.
or like like 14. Yeah, no, probably not 14. Probably like 12 training sessions within a week. You know what I mean?
Holy crap.
But then I got hurt, came back. I don't know if that's necessarily smart. So I'm still playing it by ear right now, But yeah, I've been training a little bit less now, but just trying to do like when I train, be like train effectively. So
Uh, yeah, 12 days a week.
or
That's
like 12 times a week.
yeah, 12 times a week. That's a lot. Cause each session is what, like
At least
a
an
couple
hour.
hour.
Hour,
Yeah.
probably 2 hours or hour or 2 hours. Well, we were doing a lot of like what we were doing um for like a while was like I would go to school, come back home, and I would do like positional training, or especially in the summer with my brother when my brother was here, we were doing like a lot of positional training, which is like rounds where like he'll start on my back and we'll do like 5 minutes he's on my back and then I'm on his back for 5 minutes and then I'm in mount for 5 minutes and then he's in mount on me for 5 minutes and then so we'll do like one session like that, and that doesn't take as long, but like you're doing like bad positions, and it can, it will tire you out quick. So that would probably those training sessions usually would take like 45 minutes to an hour, and then we would rest, eat, drink water, or go teach a kids class or help teach the kids class,
Hmm.
um, and then do the night training session after that.
Got it. What made you guys get into training kids?
I think we were offered right by
I
Triathlon.
forgot. Yes, they're just
I think they just needed more help, and
Oh, okay,
they
okay.
just offered to offered us like a exchange for the membership. To
yeah. We started doing
in
it.
exchange for membership, we help teach the kids, and
Hmm.
then yeah. Now I've got a client with private lessons from the kids class, so I'm doing private lessons twice a week. Well, I did the first one on Thursday. I'm gonna do every Tuesday, Thursday, and yeah, so that's pretty good.
And do you get paid?
Yeah, I get
Do
paid
you
for
get
that.
paid for that?
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah. So
How
that's
how,
cool.
how is that? Like,
It's
do
cool.
you like it?
So
Like,
yeah, I actually liked it a lot when I did on Thursday because it I was kind of a little nervous going into it because the kid that I'm helping out is like you know um
Socially
he
awkward.
he's a little socially awkward. He's like I think he like grew up kind of like iPad kid, you could say, like playing video games his whole life, not really like socializing with other kids. So then he came to the kids class to jiu-jitsu. I think his parents are putting it in that class in order to help socialize him,
mm,
but he was not really like, you know, not doing the moves with the other kids, not really like uh not, he was kind of troublesome, hard. He wouldn't do anything. He'd always like pretend like he's hurt or something like that. So then they like, all right, decided to give him private lessons with me to
Mm.
try and build him up to the point where he can go into the normal class,
Mhm.
So with that knowledge of like how, he behaves, I kind of was like slightly nervous for it, but it actually went like better than expected, and it kind of it made me feel good like helping him out and stuff, and it was uh it was actually pretty cool. And I think it's good practice too, because like it's kind of like I want to eventually open a gym, and it's knowledge is one thing of jujitsu, that will help you teach
Mhm.
if you know everything, but there's also an aspect of like having the skill of actually teaching someone. Like no matter what you're teaching, like having the skill of teaching someone. And when I'm teaching someone like that, it's not really about the technique I'm teaching them. It's more about, you know, getting them to understand it, and helping them with like social skills and stuff like that. So if I can teach a kid like that, then it's going to be a breeze teaching
Mm.
adults, you know what I mean? It's like kind of like running with leg weights on, if you can run a quick mile with leg weights on or whatever, when you start running without the leg weights on, it's going to be a lot easier, because
Yeah.
it's a lot easier to teach adults stuff than it is to teach kids things.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about it with Kevin too. It's one thing being a teacher, and then it's another thing trying to like guide kids and
Yeah.
give them the knowledge and make them feel comfortable and
Yeah.
for them to evolve.
And hope and have fun, hopefully.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Because not all the kids are there because they want to. Some of them have a lot of fun, and then some of them are kind of forced to go there from their parents, or maybe they had a
Exactly.
lot of fun at first, but now that because I know what that was like. I did karate when I was a kid, and when I started doing karate because I wanted to be
Cobra Kai or something like that.
the karate kid. But once after a little while, I kind of like got bored of it, and wasn't really having fun with it. So that's another thing, is like keeping it fun for them, which is hard sometimes, because sometimes they just would rather be at home like on their iPad or whatever.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to be there doing jujitsu. So yeah.
How was karate for you? Like, is it um,
It,
like I mean, karate is it like
He's raw as fucking karate.
oh, dude, you should see my front snap kick, bro. It's crazy.
Wait,
No,
wh-
no,
what
but
what'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Said he's raw as fucking
Uh,
karate.
no, but I think karate was like kind of. I think karate, like most karate places, like there's a difference between like Kevin's karate. If when I see those kids, dude, I'm like, these kids are
Yeah.
hardcore.
They ju-
These kids are, like
Well, they're-
stretching like crazy, and getting
Have
mentally
you seen them
strong,
spar too?
sparring, doing
They fucking beat
kickboxing,
the shit out of
stuff
each
like
other.
that. Like, Kevin's style of karate is very good. Recommend putting your kids in that class.
Yeah.
But the class I was doing was more, it was like the stuff
touch
we were
fighting
doing.
and
The
stuff.
stuff we were doing. I mean, we didn't even really spar that much. It was
Yeah,
mostly just
yeah.
like doing techniques where you're just like, like, and it was definitely like not gonna help me in any sort of
that's what I was
self-defense or
trying to
street
ask
fight
you. That's what I was trying to ask.
situation
Yeah.
versus jujitsu.
Okay. Okay.
But the one thing I will give it was, I think that even though I was a little kid, it did give me some sense of like discipline, because even though the stuff they were teaching me was basically like complete bullshit, I would say, like it's not gonna work at all, like in any situation, it's still the gym I went, or the dojo I went to, was like actually like pretty strict. Like they were actually like I would like cry during all the belt tests and stuff like that. Like I was a little kid, but I would like literally cry during all the belt tests and stuff. And it was like very, I felt like I gained some discipline from it.
Yeah.
So that was the one thing I'll give it.
Got it.
But with jujitsu, you can teach kids discipline and how to defend themselves, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, because that's something I always wonder. Like, what could you use karate for, or how?
Yeah. It depends I mean, if you look at Michael Venom Page, he uses like point karate, and
Yeah,
it's just like instead of touching you every time, though,
he
he's
just hurts
hurting you really badly.
He just
so
breaks.
yeah. So I think some styles of karate can be effective, and then there's like Kevin, who's like probably the most deadly man in Marin. Like
Yeah,
I'm not maybe. I mean,
I think
there's
so,
Hydra Mill
bro.
and stuff, but
I think
uh,
he could compete with him. Maybe I
he
don't
he's
know.
Kevin is he's a very effective. He's not the guy you want to pick on. I would say, you know what I mean. Like he would defend himself very effectively, and he's a karate guy. So, but he also is a purple belt in jiu-jitsu
So
and
there's different types of karate.
kickboxer. I don't know too much about karate, but I know that there's definitely dojos
even-
here where I don't even think the instructor even has ever probably sparred in their life. Like they're a
Yeah.
black belt and they've never even sparred someone ever.
Well, they give black belts to like fucking 12
They
year
give
olds
black
and
belts to
shit.
12-year-olds. Like I had friends when I was a kid. I know one of my friends now. He said like he got a black belt when he was like 8 or something like that in karate.
Damn.
So that is definitely not legit. You can't
Yeah.
even get a blue belt in jiu-jitsu until you're 16.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
So yeah. So I think that but then what I was gonna say was yeah, there's karate like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Michael Venom Page, Kevin De Leon, that they're just absolute killers. So it depends, but most karate places in America are like just kind of just money grabs, like basically daycare for kids.
Got
But
it, got
you
it.
know what I mean?
What's his name? Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
Do you like his style of fighting?
I do.
Yeah, I like it a
he's-
lot. I love watching I like watching him fight a
I
lot.
like
Like,
how
Me
friendly he
too.
is too.
it's
Yeah.
like it's so different than like other strikers that it's like it almost like doesn't even look like he like sometimes when he's moving around like some of his fights like where he'll knock someone out like it doesn't even look like he's like they would hurt. It's like
Yeah,
he's
it's
just
just
moving
like-
around. He's like psh, 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 he's just like touching them and then they just drop. Like it's
Yeah.
just he's really
His
technical.
placement, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, so and then same with like Michael Venom Page, he does like the point karate style, like jumping back and forth, and then
He fully does that
Hits
with his
you.
hands down. and
yeah, he does
everything,
hands
bro,
down.
like-
He does the same style that like point karate guys do, but in point karate they don't hit hard at all. Like they'll just touch them like this, like literally like that, like they're slapping you. But he will hit you so hard. Like he's like probably one of the most powerful like strikers there is, bro. Like
Wow.
he broke some dude's skull. The fight that I watched him fight in, he broke the guy's
Well, he
knee.
kneed him, right, or something, or was that?
Yeah, I
different?
think he broke some guy's skull with a knee, and then
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
he broke the other guy's leg with a kick. Like he just breaks bones with his.
The thing about like that's like 1 in a million chance. Like the probability of that happening if you knee someone in the head, like many people
their
get kneed
skull
in the
will
head.
break,
Like
yeah.
yeah, like,
I
hella
know
people be
the
kicked and kneed
orbital.
in the head. Like that
The
shit
orbital,
never.
I think, breaks like fairly often.
But that was like he fucking broke the jaw.
yeah,
like, in
he
the-
broke his head inward, like
yeah.
his skull
The
Yeah.
inward.
middle of his head was just going inward.
Yeah. That's scary. Breaking your skull is very scary. I saw like I
Yeah,
remember
dude.
Dan Hooker when I forget who it was who he fought, but it was a fairly recent fight. It might have even been his last fight. It was a war, and he won the fight, but he like
Was that like versus Jalen Turner?
oh yeah, Jalen Turner, yeah, it was Jalen Turner, and he like broke his orbital. Like you could see his like skull was just like
Yeah.
broken. Like I don't even know
Damn.
if that's his orbital. He like broke his. It
Yeah,
was like completely broken right here, and his hand, his wrist or something, his arm, I think too.
he's all fucked up for that fight.
You know who's orbital broke and it looked pretty scary. Are you recording? Alrighty. Sorry guys, we had our cameras died, so we had to
Get
charge them
back,
up.
yeah.
What were we talking about before
Dude, we're talking about
we
like
got rudely
one,
interrupted by the
Something
cameras?
about
We're talking about, like,
one or
one
something.
or UFC or something. Do you like watch UFC religiously?
I used to watch it religiously.
It gets expensive buying all the pay-per-views and
Yeah,
shit.
but
Yeah, and I just don't have a lot of time now because of the candles and the podcasts, and I also started this page where I'll be like promoting and selling online tickets for live events and stuff.
Oh really?
So I have my plate full, and I don't have a lot of time to watch UFC fights anymore.
Yeah.
But when I can, I'll watch them.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm like not home, I'll pull my phone out and try to watch them
Yeah.
mobilely and stuff.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
When I'm at work, just watching like TikTok live streams or something like that of the fight.
But I think they're my bad. I can't find the fights on TikTok anymore. I think they're like more strict now.
Yeah.
I saw the Sean O'Malley one, and I was like,
Really?
I watched the whole thing
I feel it's harder to find them now. I think
Yeah,
they get
definitely.
It just
banned or
depends,
whatever.
I think, on the fight, but like, I know the stream that I used to always watch, like it never works for me anymore. So,
Oh really?
Yeah. So I'm just like kind of in the dark now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to find a good stream though.
But
I wasn't able to see Sean O'Malley's fight. This second one. What did you guys think about it?
I think
Pretty
that
one-sided. Like
yeah, he just beat him up pretty good.
I didn't
I
see
think-
the body shot. I heard because I didn't see the body shot until like literally like last week. I didn't even.
Oh,
know what
yeah.
happened, that one
Cheeto hit him with a body shot at the
Yeah,
end,
like,
but I
okay.
mean, Sean definitely hit him with a lot of
Yeah,
a lot of
more.
shots. But
Maybe if that was earlier in the
Yeah,
fight, he
we'll
would have had a chance.
we'll see what happens with Marab. See if like if he can beat Marab. I'm pretty doubtful that he'll beat Marab, but
Is that the
I
next
didn't think
fight,
he
or
was gonna
is it
beat-
just talks, or is it like?
I think that's officially gonna be the next fight
Oh, okay.
because he wanted to fight like Ilya Tapora.
Yeah, because that's what
Taporia,
he
but-
called out, right?
Yeah, but like
that doesn't make sense.
that
I
doesn't
feel
make
like.
sense. You got to defend the belt. I feel like.
Yeah.
You have to defend the belt. I feel like at least like 3 times before you can go up and fight someone else.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that. How that's like the new. It's like any champion now. It's like they immediately become champion. They're like, oh, I'm fighting. I'm getting the double belt. Like it's like
Yeah,
their
it's like-
immediate instinct. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like just go up to that weight class if you want to fight for that belt. man.
Yeah.
Like who cares? Like I don't
you
know
gotta
why-
dominate. Like look
Yeah.
how long Volkanovski dominated before he fought Islam. You know, he was
Yeah.
just like the king of that division.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then went up. So yeah, I think that's the way to
Why
go.
do you think
That's
that
way more
is? Is
impressive.
it like more money for them, or like are they trying to prove a point, or?
I feel like they're trying to prove a point, or I don't even know.
I
like,
Because
think-
I feel like you said, they should defend their, you know,
Yeah.
their
I
belt.
think they like the risk versus reward ratio of going up and fighting because if they decide to keep defending their belt, they can lose it in any one of the fights, you know. And then they're not a champion anymore. They're back to square one in the, contention game.
Mm.
But if you go up and fight and then you lose, it's like, oh, well, you went up a weight class, first of all.
Yeah.
If you win, now you're a double champion. You're like going to be one of the biggest stars.
Mhm.
And then if you lose, you don't really lose anything. You're just like still the champion of your division. You can keep fighting in your
Yeah.
division. So it's like, I think that, especially like, I think that's what Sean O'Malley's thinking. I think he's like, yeah, it's an easy, sounds like a better choice than fighting Marab because Marab, there's a good chance Marab
Marab's
will
a
beat
dog,
him.
so-
I even saw like Tim Welch, and I like Sugar Sean too, like especially because I watched him from like the Contender Series all the way up. Like I watched him the whole time, but I think that even like Tim Welch, his coach, was saying like, yeah, it's definitely like there's a lot of ways Marab could win, but we think we have a way we could win. So he didn't sound like he's not saying like, oh yeah, we're just gonna beat him super
Yeah.
easily, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's his name? Chito Vera. He was also like on social media saying like how he had like grease on his hair or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that would have mattered. How they didn't even grapple in the whole fight.
Yeah.
From what I remember, there was like
Yeah,
almost
there was-
no grappling. So I don't see how that would really play a factor.
Mm.
But yeah. But definitely, yeah, greasing definitely can be. Yeah. When I roll someone that like just put lotion on, I'm like, bro, what? Like, so hard to attack them. But
I'm sure it's frustrating. Like, do you call him out or?
no, because like in training, like I don't think they meant to cheat. They just like were had dry skin.
Oh, I
probably
see what you're
before-
saying.
You know,
Okay,
or
okay,
like
okay.
because I've done that a few times before because sometimes like my skin will get dry and then I get like itchy while I'm like starting to train. So that really is annoying.
You gotta
So
lotion
I'll
up
put
before.
lotion on before.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I have to put lotion on before, otherwise I will be like way too itchy for
Got
some
it.
reason. I don't know what's up with me, but I get itchy. I don't know why.
Got it.
Yeah,
Where are you guys gonna watch the fights like UFC 300?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's the day after my fight, so
maybe at my
Somewhere,
house we'll have
yeah.
like people and barbecue and stuff like that. That would
Oh,
be
okay.
nice.
Or Buffalo Wild Wings.
Or a
So,
Buffalo Wild Wing. But it's gonna be such a long day though.
yeah. So,
But I don't know. We'll get some people, or maybe at the gym. We've watched some UFC fights at the gym before with
Yeah,
like,
because the day of your fight, your first fight.
yeah, we watched
yeah,
at the
we
gym
watched.
after.
Yeah.
We watched Sugar Sean was fighting then. He fought. That's when he got the belt. On
Oh,
the
is that
same
what
day
it
that
was?
he fought, yeah. But yeah, we watched at the gym, so maybe that.
Because I stopped at the gym that day to watch the
Oh,
fights
yeah,
too.
yeah.
You
I
were
remember
there?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a barbecue there and everything too. So I don't know.
Yeah, the only it's not as it's not the most comfortable place to watch
Yeah.
the fight, but we could bring in like pillows and shit.
Yeah.
Get it all set
And they have
up.
a pillow fight afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That'd be pretty dope.
Um. Yeah, because the restaurants around here don't really,
Yeah.
you know.
We went after his fight. We went to
But he was there
To-
too.
Yeah, you were there, huh? You were there at the
No, we tried to go to Dave and Buster's.
But it
Dave
was
and
too
Buster's.
busy and stuff. So
Yeah,
I
Dave and-
tried Jolly. Was it Jollibee or whatever?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That was the first time I tried it.
Oh
They had
yeah.
a bunch of
The
weird restaurants. and shit
Fried
there.
chicken.
I had a whole.
Yeah, I
cheesecake
had
for
Jollibee
myself.
too that day. That was
Yeah.
pretty good. Pretty just like normal fried chicken. but-
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of restaurants to choose from, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was like, we went to Dave and Buster's. It was just so packed. They're like, we wouldn't have been able to get a seat until the fights were over, probably.
yeah.
Because what they do at those places a lot of times is like, once you get a table, they won't like kick you out. Like you can just stay there until you want to leave. So they'll go at the for before the first fight, and then like be
Just
at the
stay
same
there, yeah.
table until the fights are over. So it's like if you get there and it's really like and there's like no tables open, there's probably not going to be another table
Yeah.
open for the rest of the night.
Oh
so.
damn.
Maybe we can reserve something at Dave and Buster's. I like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, we probably have to get a reservation or something.
Do you think you have to like be consuming food, or they just don't kick you out? It's part of their policy.
I think they told me that they just don't kick them out. Like maybe you have
Yeah.
to keep buying drinks or something like that. I
That
don't
must
know.
be frustrating for the server. Is that they don't make
like,
any money.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they do make them keep getting at least like appetizers and
Yeah.
the thing is they probably just do anyways. Probably they just keep getting like
Yeah.
a little more food or like especially if they're over 21 get like probably drinks throughout the night. So.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, because servers, that's how they make the money. You know, like they try to flip the tables as fast as they can.
Get tips and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
But if you go there with a party, you know, like you'll be consuming, you know, a couple of
Yeah.
cocktails or whatever each at
yeah.
least.
Yeah.
So what else could we talk about here? Want to talk about anything else?
Do something.
How come you decided to start doing this podcast?
So I started the podcast because I had a warehouse where I used to make the candles, and the warehouse was pretty big, and I didn't use the whole warehouse for the candles, and there was like a big space available, and I was like, why don't I start a podcast so I could, you know, talk about my candle experiences. So before the candles, I started like a clothing brand that didn't really work out. So, you know, I've been doing this for quite a while, and I learned a lot from that. And I was like, you know, maybe I could, you know, talk about my experiences on how to start a business, and, you know, how and why I failed the first time around, and then how that helped me with the candles and stuff. And then I also thought about, you know, bringing in people, you know, like athletes or, you know, entrepreneurs
Mhm.
to hear their thought process on, you know, their journeys or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's why I started the podcast.
Did you have other episodes just about the candle business? Oh, you didn't
I've
do
only, it's funny because I've only done like 2 episodes talking about candles. So I haven't really sat down and, you know, done a detailed episode with, you know, how I started and, you know, or candles and all that stuff. That's something that I've been meaning to do.
Mm.
Yeah.
What made you want to do candles?
The candles was because I've always liked candles. Every time I would come from work, I would, you know, light up a candle or whatever. And one day I was off from work and I was like, you know what? Let me make my own candles. Like, so I bought a DIY kit.
Mhm.
from Amazon. It came like the following week or whatever. So my next day off, kids were at school, and I had nothing to do, and I started making candles, and I really liked the whole process and stuff. And that's when I found out about all the different types of waxes there is and stuff.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
before I was like, I didn't know shit about candles, so I just thought it was wax and the wick, and that's it. And that's when I found out about we use cocoa apricot cream wax. So most waxes now, like they're like all natural and stuff. Prior to the ones I used to buy, they were like paraffin and stuff, and that's not really healthy to consume and stuff or
Yeah.
inhale. Um, so that's when I started the candle business. I sat down with the wife and said, "Hey, why don't we start a candle business? It's something I like." Um, and that's how we started the candles.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I like candles too. Candles are nice. My
Yeah.
stepdad hates candles, so
Yeah, some people like them, some people don't. Now I like them, so
Yeah.
that's why I started.
I don't know how people can't like a fucking candle.
Smells
It's like
good.
just smells good. Like
Yeah,
Adds to the atmosphere of the room.
yeah. Um, that's what got me into candles and stuff. What else could we talk about here? So you said you did karate as a kid. How long did you do that before you got into other
Um,
sports? Did you play other sports in school or?
yeah, I did play like, I actually did like, I like tried out like most sports when I was a kid. My dad like was putting me in most sports like, but yeah, I don't know. I did karate probably. I did it for a little while, but I started really young. But then I probably quit in like 5th grade, maybe 4th grade, something like that.
And
But
that's when you
um,
started
and I,
tatting people.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Just
I
kidding.
quit karate in 4th grade and then picked up tattooing in 5th grade, and then I played like soccer and just like a bunch of like
What's your favorite sport?
to watch or to play, or
Both.
my favorite sport to watch other than like MMA and jiu-jitsu, probably I like watching football the most probably. But
I like rugby a lot. Rugby's fun to watch.
I like watching football. I liked playing. I did not like playing football when I played football. I didn't really enjoy it.
Hmm.
Not for me.
Basketball's fun. They just like to fuck around and play basketball. To me, is hella fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. I liked. I liked playing lacrosse actually. When I played lacrosse, it was pretty fun because I was
Mm.
like defender. I was like just hitting people the whole time. That was
Whacking people
yeah,
left and
whacking
right.
people with
I
the
tried. I
stick.
tried lacrosse in high school. I hated lacrosse
Why?
because there wasn't enough contact for me.
Oh,
'Cause
okay, okay, okay.
I played football and then I did wrestling and then I would do lacrosse. And then there was just like it was just boring because I'm so used to like the such like contact sports where lacrosse just wasn't doing it for me.
Got it, got it, got it.
I was like really into skateboarding for a long time. That was like it's not really like a sport necessarily, but I was
Extreme
like
sport.
I was really into
Yeah.
skateboarding for a long time, and yeah, until I started doing jiu-jitsu. That's when I quit skating.
Hmm. Did you go to like skate parks and stuff, or you just did it like?
Yeah, I would go to Hamilton skate park all the time, or I would travel to different skate parks and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
I try to get into that like
He was into biking, bro. He was
yeah,
doing
I did
360s
biking.
and shit on the bike.
But the thing is like I was kind of good at biking, but it wasn't because of my skills, just because like just wasn't really scared of like getting hurt or crashing. So I would just like go off a fucking ramp and start spinning in a direction and then do something cool.
Um, did he have like pegs on your bike and stuff, or?
No, I just bought a like a random old BMX bike.
Uh,
Yeah, he was pretty good though, bro. He would go crazy.
Yeah.
I was really into BMX when I was growing up.
Yeah.
yeah, BMX is fun, but it's scary.
Yeah.
That's more scary than anything. I feel like.
Yeah.
Um,
Skateboarding, that's a big thing. Is like it's not just about the scale. It's about like if you can commit to doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's the hardest part for sure. Like, just being able to commit to stuff.
What's one of the better known skateboarders that like you grew up watching and stuff?
Um, I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now in skating, but when I skated, I liked like Antoine Dixon and
Who's that one guy like Jaws or something? I used to watch him like
Aaron
Aaron,
Jaws,
yeah, Aaron
Hamoki,
Jaws, yeah.
or yeah, I liked Mark Suchu. But yeah,
Any like well-known local skateboarders around here, or not really?
The self-proclaimed.
there's Ryan
Uh,
Farley. He's a dog. He's hella good at skating.
Really?
Yeah, Ryan Farley's. Yeah, I mean, he's not really like well known, but
he's good.
he's probably the most around here. I mean, I don't know what's going on now in the skate scene, but
Mm,
he was um he was the guy back in the day.
really?
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
still a dog on the board, you know. But yeah,
Yeah. I bet he is. Going back to discipline and stuff.
yeah,
If you do it for so long,
Yeah.
you're just good
yeah,
at it. You know.
yeah. Skateboarding's really hard for sure. Like I'd say, like skateboarding's like out of all the things I've been in, like try to get good at, skateboarding's the hardest thing to get good at because like how good I was, like I put a lot of work like for 5 years to get as good as I was, and I was like nothing. I was like trash compared to like how good actual like sponsored people are, and then even like above them like pro people like it takes like it's like really like insane how good people are, so
Do you think if you get a skateboard now, you still got it, or you'll be a little rusty, or
definitely be rusty, but probably could do
really?
a little few flip tricks. I don't
We have a skateboard in the back.
know.
I'm just kidding.
Whip it out. No, yeah.
That's cool, man. Um, so how was you with BMX?
I never got serious into that. I was just dumb and we get drunk and do something crazy, and then people, oh, it's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
I've always been an attention whore my whole life. Like, I think I said last time I did this podcast,
Yeah.
kind of an attention whore. I just like doing things to get attention.
So, how's your YouTube channel? Did you ever get back to making videos, or you don't have time?
No, I don't got time for that no more.
I was thinking about maybe starting like a jujitsu
Yeah,
or
that'd be fun.
martial arts YouTube channel, but I
I
don't
just
know.
feel like, I feel like we need to be more. I feel like we gotta get
Gotta
more.
get better.
Yeah, we gotta get more active in the. I need to be like pro, and he needs to get like pro too. Like we both need to go pro into our.
Maybe
MMA
someday
and
I'll make a
jiu-jitsu.
YouTube channel, but
Mhm.
I don't know.
But yeah, we need to be more like well known.
So, would you guys like, if you guys were to do that, would you guys, do a channel together where you do BJJ, you
I don't
do?
know. Maybe just like a
Yeah, I feel like
one
just
big
like
channel, group channel.
yeah, it'd be
me,
fun.
him,
Like
my brother, Jorge. Just, I don't
yeah,
know,
just
whatever.
like traveling and just showing our
Doing
just
just fun,
competing and
random stuff,
Yeah.
like showing competition or just
Or
like
and just our outside lives. Be like
have my brother eat like 2,000 milligrams of edibles and go train
Yeah.
and see if he can survive or something like that.
Some crazy to keep the audience engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Exactly.
sure.
I feel like a lot of martial artists are kind of boring. Like a lot of them just like they try to be too serious. Like and be like some fucking like master. I don't know, like some like master whatever. But I feel like people like us would be fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you have a channel, I think you need to be outgoing or something, to keep people
Yeah,
uh into your channel and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta have something special
Yeah.
going on. That's why I was thinking just maybe some crazy like videos, but like at the jujitsu gym because I've no like when I was like skating, there was a lot of YouTubers that were uh like there was the more hardcore YouTubers that were maybe like or like people hardcore skaters that were just posting like their footage of like the crazy shit they've done.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the guys that are like, they're still probably good at skating, but they just post in like, crazy like weird challenges or like, or like a game of skate where every time you get a letter you have to take a shot or something like that. I was thinking like no one's doing that for jujitsu. No one's
Yeah.
like going out there and being like, oh, like just doing funny like challenges or something
Mhm.
like every time you get tapped out you have to
Or
like
we can do like a EBI match, like where we all take an edible, then the loser of that has to go to like a tournament on shrooms or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like
yeah,
that. Stuff
this
like
is
that.
shit.
Like just crazy shit like
I wanna
that.
do some
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Because I think people would like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So I think we should wrap it up unless you guys want to talk about anything else or.
That's fine. Yeah, whatever.
All right. So
Wrap
Zach,
it up.
before we wrap it up, you want to tell people when you're fighting, and all those details.
Oh yeah, April 12th at the Napa Valley Expo. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get my first win. So
Yeah, for sure. Baby Shrek. Be on the lookout. He's on the
Yeah.
come up.
I'll make shirts so everyone can buy them.
All right, for sure. Cool. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.